Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set, hut, check 53. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
53 the mic.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Right, 53, check 53. Rip left, rip left.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, he's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. Black 80!
All day, all day.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 180! 65, 65.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Bengals.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Coming to you, coming to you. Shift, shift.
On first down, Scott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Garoppolo now. And this is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
13, 10.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll run on first down. It's Scott. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Boston Scott, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol. Here's Hill. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Scott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's got his man, Boyd. 25 yards that time.
Let's go.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll run the draw with Dorsett. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Get off the field. He's put it to him. Jet cover.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Now Jackson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now it's Ingram. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Jackson to throw on third down. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up fourth.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check 37. Come on.
There's Garoppolo on first and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the catch good, it's Eifert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense, and we like to run.
Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Ravens 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something to say.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 11, 11, 11, 11, 13, 13.
On first down, Garoppolo. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mac Hollins the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. It's complete to Snead. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson, the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They'll run. It's Dorsett. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Again, it'll be Dorsett. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
On play action, now Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Dorsett, and an alley to run. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Dorsett, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. We got 4.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
4 down. Check.
Now Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's make these babies cry right now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action, Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. To throw again on second down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Jackson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Caught. Eifert over the middle. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. Now Scott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go again with Scott. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Boston Scott with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And he's into the clear. The 40. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20!
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cincinnati, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.